Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex here with Jordan, and we're going to bring you this week's fishing report. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on out there, man. This is a time of the year where you want to choose what you want to do because pretty much everything's starting to get in a really fast-moving pace type of fishery here in the late fall, early fall. The matter of fact is the fish are biting, and there's plenty of them out there. We'll start off with some rock fishing and what's going on around here in the area. And we'll start off with you guys fishing from the shoreline. For everybody fishing off the local parks here, which is Sandy Point, Chesapeake, Romocoke, even Kent Narrows, the fishing's actually been picking up pretty good for you guys, especially off Chesapeake. We've been hearing a lot of the guys coming here by the store saying that they're catching a good amount of fish and more of the bigger size fish in the evenings with some of the peelers, cod bunker. That's been getting them a couple fish in the upper 20s. Haven't heard of anything huge yet, and that goes for both the guys fishing off the shore and on the boats out there. Now, if you're getting out there this weekend for the tournament and whatnot, there's plenty of fish everywhere spread out. Anywhere from, Love Point down towards the sewer pipe, around the bridge pilings, towards Tollies, and all the way down towards Thomas Point and the hill right at the mouth of Eastern Bay. The thing is, most of the fish are pretty much all between, mid-teens to the upper 20s, a few 30s mixed in there. So those 30s are kind of becoming like a little unicorn out there to find. But I'm hoping with this cold weather we just had that get some biting. And right now what you want to do is cover ground. So whether you're jigging and, moving from spot to spot, trying to find some bait and some fish, you could also do trolling if you wanted to just lay back and relax a little bit more and cover some ground that way. So those two are going to be the most kind of like, I guess, useful ways to fish right now. You can still chunk and live line, but that's going to be one of those things that's going to be more structure related. So the Bay Bridge pilings, if you can find some rock piles, stuff like that, that's going to be some of those areas. And if you're doing that in the Upper Bay, Patapsco in that area with chunking now, you're going to start finding a little bit more blue cats too mixed in the mix of things. Spot are kind of pretty much gone now. There's plenty of perch out there in a little bit deeper water, off the mouth of the creeks and rivers. Everything's starting to flow out to the main bay, stem of the bay. So any oyster reefs that you can find out there, like there's a couple right by the bridge on the south side, on the western short side, some off the Magothy. So look at your chart. There's going to be plenty of that stuff to do out there, whether you're using bait on the bottom or dropping some small stink silvers, metal jigs with a dropper feather teaser on the top, and you can get them that way. So Jordan, I know you do a little bit of everything, but you've been doing a lot of the freshwater stuff here recently, so give us a little bit of intake on, I guess, the local creeks and some freshwater stuff here.
So pickerel, especially with the colder weather that's been coming through the past couple days, the bites really picked up. Throw in smaller paddle tails in your rivers, like the Severn and Magothy's been doing pretty well. Jerkbaits too, even some shad darts have been working for a lot of people that I've been talking to. And then when it comes to like the freshwater side of things, like bass fishing and stuff like that, at a lot of the local reservoirs, such as like Rocky Gorge, Loch Raven, if the water hasn't turned over yet, it's getting ready to. So you're going to be finding fish out a little deeper. I've been using my forward-facing sonar to find fish that are suspended out deep, and using the new Berkeley bait over there as a hover shot. It's the power switch. It works really well for that right now this time of year. So,
what have you heard about all these little local ponds here near our shop? Anything specific?
Some of the bigger fish are starting to bite, but it's kind of hit or miss. So you just got to pick a day and find a day where it's sunny. And the fish are using leaves as cover this time of year. So just if you go up under them, a lot of times you'll see swirls and the leaves will pull in behind them, and you can just flip over there and the fish are generally right around that area.
Yeah, so a lot of good stuff on that. And remember one more thing with pickerel fishing around here. If you're not a lure guy and you want to kind of sit back and relax with the kids, minnows.
Yep.
Live minnows for pickerel under a bobber, and some of those yellow perch that will start moving here around soon. Other than that, we got some, I guess, intel on some of the stuff going on in Ocean City, and most of it is going to be fishing off the Route 50 bridge and the inlet. A lot of fish being caught off the Route 50 bridge when you have tide movements, as always. bigger size rockfish for sure. I know that I've seen a couple of my buddies catching fish up in the upper 30s, up and down that way, and also starting to catch some of the tog with sand fleas, shrimp, etc. I'm sure if you're on a boat, you can do that same thing around the inlet. Plenty of those fish will catch right now. A couple small black sea bass, and if you're a surf fishing guy, unfortunately, haven't heard too much of it. It's just pretty much all like, you know, small bluefish and a lot of skates and a lot of dogfish. So that should pick up here in December coming up. And remember, crabbing, just go deep. Move south and go deep. I'm sure you can still find some down in southern Maryland, but up this way, I'm sure it's pretty much done at this point now. Anything else you want to add to it?
I think we covered all the bases, so I think we're we're good.
So we're good, guys. This is it for your fishing report this week, and we'll see you back next week.